videos and tutorials on it, and yeah, it's just so amazing. So what are we going to do on this day? And talk us through the dance part of the...
So basically, what the beauty of the AIRWRAP is, it's a multifunctional tool. So it enables you to get multiple different looks from one tool. And what that is the fact that it's a wet to dry styling aid. So it's unlike your conventional tongs or straining irons that are using extreme heat and extreme damage, and you're using it when you've already dried your hair, so you're basically having to reset the bonds in your hair. With the Dyson AIRWRAP, you're using it as a wet to dry styling, so you're using it at about the 85% mark, so you rough dry your hair to 85%, and then for the last 15% you use the AIRWRAP, and what that does is it locks the style in at that point of the conversion of your hair, so where your hair locks in its initial style, so you're not having to then re-break down the bonds to reset it, you're just doing it at the time when it needs to be. It's also not using extreme heat like the supersonic. It has the same motor in it, so it's not going above 150 degrees, the same temperature is not going to be going above 150 degrees, which your conventional tungsten straightening irons do. So it's just using hot air, it's just maintaining the health of the hair, it's not over damaging it, and because it's a multi-functional tool where you can get different looks out of it, you can keep doing it and using it, and it's not going to damage your hair. You know, it's going to prevent heat damage, so you get that ability to keep trying out different styles, really tailoring different styles to your hair, and really giving it different looks. We're going to show you the beauty of the baby of it, which is the
rough dryer.
No, I was going to no.
This is like one of our favourite attachments in the office.
I'm going to show you the Kwanda, which is the Kwanda curl. So I'm going to show you how to achieve the curls with it. It's very simple to do. We're going to spray down Lauren's hair, so it's just slightly damp.
My hair knots just on its own. Just out of control.
So we're just going to dampen her hair down slightly, so it's just kind of cold to the touch, as if it would be if it was 85% dry.
Yeah. So that's the beauty of it. You can come out the shower and you don't. This is your complete styling tool. Like you're drying your hair, you're styling it, you're.
Yeah. So you take out the normal section.
Or just talk about the arrows on the.
So basically, sorry, yeah, so basically you get two barrels.
For someone that's not very good at curling their hair like me with a traditional tong, like that really helps.
Yeah, so you get two barrels with the AIRWRAP. Well, you get four actually, depending on what ones you're using. You get two barrels, and the trick is you're using it basically. If you stand in front of the mirror, the barrels are basically facing the way the curl is going to go. So that will tell you which direction you're going to get your finished result in. Okay? So basically, what we're going to do is first off, so it's very simple to know what side you're going to do. You'll know that you'll get the symmetrical curls on both sides, and it's going to give you that nice even balance. You then take a small section. About the same as you would a tongue section, but instead of holding it towards the ends, you're holding and you're wrapping. You're holding it in the middle ends, and then you're just literally letting the tool do your work. As simple as that. And you just take it up to the head.
For how long?
About 6 seconds. Then you push it up with the cool shot button, which is the same switch as the on switch, so it's very easy to use. You really keep your thumb on this one button the whole time. You're now letting it cool down. You take it off and you put it down. So we're going to continue to just work through this front section.
Balance it out. So when you first saw this, when Dyson presented it to you and you were sworn to secrecy, what were your first thoughts?
I just thought it was a revolutionary tool. I think it's for, you know, for the consumer at home, it's so simple to do, and the fact that they have it enables you to really get so many different looks out of one tool, which people are really looking for these days. but they're also looking to maintain the condition of that hair.
Yeah.
And that's what we've seen recently over the years, where people have had the damage to their hair.
Yeah.
Because they're using these extreme heats and
Well,
stuff
you
like
must
that.
see it in salon all the time.
And Dyson, yeah, we do, and and the fact that Dyson have looked to basically address that issue, and look to enable people to create the desired looks that they want, without getting the damage to their hair.
Do you know how long it took them to create this? Because obviously they had a very.
I believe 10 years.
Wow.
10 years. I saw it 2.5 years ago. First time.
How did you keep it a secret for so
I
long?
Yeah, it was really hard. Trust me, it was really hard. So, but not all of the attachments. The round brush is just your normal, your standard heat brush that's going to give you nice volume and loads of lift at the roots. Giving that sort of which most people do love. But then you also do get the smoothing brushes. So these also use the Coanda effect, and what that is it's a high pressured air that basically, once pushed over a curved surface, it wraps around the curved surface, and this is what creates the Coanda effect. So this is what encourages the hair to then grip onto the brush or the barrel, and you get that curl, but you don't get any of the tangling that you get with your other curling instruments that do the same thing.
I think there are a few YouTube videos.
There is. So both of these use the Coanda effect, and what that is it's basically, with this brush, it's creating the air to come down the hair shaft, so to create a real smoothness, a real shine. It really smooths the cuticle down, and it makes it a lot easier for you to just brush through your hair while you're drying. So we just create some curls and waves, and here we're just going to brush it through gently.
Was that the smaller barrel that you used on my hair?
Yeah.
Or the bigger?
So we've only done the front section of Lauren's hair, but you can kind of see it's got that loose wave to it. And it's really shiny and really healthy, where you'll get with a normal curl where it's a bit crispy, it can kind of be a bit more, do you know what I mean, it falls when you're using a high extreme heat. This just gives it that really high shine polish. Let's do the other side, shall we?
You do it right.
Yeah, balance. Any questions from anyone else?
I have. So I've got really, really thick hair.
Yeah.
And, it's been hard.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, will this work on my really, really thick hair?
Yeah, so basically Dyson have come up with two different, there's 3 different boxes that you can buy with the AIRWRAP. There's one that's for smoothing and lift, well, one for volume and lift and one for smoothing and polish, right? And what they are, and then there's the complete set. So basically, people in families, you'll find that people have multiple different hair textures. I've got 2 children in mine and my wife, and they've all got different hair textures. So it's, for that, you would buy the complete set. But for you would look to buy the set that works better for thick hair that you want to give more lift to, you want to give it more, do you know what I mean?
I actually like to comb my
you'll be looking
hair.
to use this brush.
Okay.
So for instance, where your hair is quite thick, it might be that it has a bit more of a wave and you're looking to polish. This comes with slightly firmer bristles. So what that does is it enables you to then brush out, smoothing down any of the curls and create some thicker hair. Whereby, if you've got fine hair, you take the pink one that's got the softer bristles, so it's a lot more natural and a lot more gentle on the hair. And that would, so basically Dyson have looked to really answer the questions from everyone's texture of hair, everyone's thickness, and it's about how they've really put it all into one tool, so everybody can get the best out of it.
Sorry. With the AIRWRAP, on the other hand, will it work?
Yeah.
On your hair tie?
On my hair.
So you would look to use the smaller barrels.
Okay.
Lauren's also got fine hair, so she could use the smaller barrels, but you could use the thick ones as well. So it just gives it a bit more of a softer. You're not looking for maybe as tight a curl. So where Lauren's got finer hair and it might drop a bit easier, she will use the tighter barrels on yours. Yours will hold in a bit more, so you'll use a slightly larger barrel.
Okay, definitely.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. Taking it up.
So can you create any type of curl and wave with
Yeah, you can. Once you've mastered using the different techniques, there is different techniques that you can then take on and adapt it to more. Which I can show you a couple, I'll give you a couple of hints to. So once you're at home, you can. I'll show you. Just get these doing.
Do you need to wait for the barrel to get hot, or do you?
No, it's pretty instant. It's straight hot. It's warming up right now.
But you can touch it as well, can't you?
It's not burning your hands. That's what the beauty of the fact that it's more of a drying instrument than an extreme heat tool. It's drying right now, and now I'm pushing up with a cool shot. So you're using it like you would necessarily a hairdryer, but it's also, it's the styling.
You're not going to burn your
You're not
forehead.
Burn your forehead.
Or the top of your ears.
Exactly.
Right. Let's brush this out, and then I'll show you the other one.
Oh, so nice.
So that's just like blow drying the front, just literally adding the wave to the front, and you've got just the texture through the front there. You can, once you've kind of got a bit of a knack to it, you can then do things basically where you can create more of a straight end beach wave if you wanted to. What you do here is you basically, again, you're using it on a damp to dry hair.
That's really important, isn't it?
Yeah,
to
that's the
remember
most
that
important
step.
thing, because that is the beauty of it, is the fact that it is wet to dry styling, so that's where you're holding the condition. And you're then just wrapping it as you would basically as you would your own wand or tong at home, but you're doing it on damp hair. You follow the wave, the arrows again. Taking it out. And
Is
then
it
pulling
better
out.
to use it on damp or dry?
And then you
hair?
get more of the softer wave. Where are we? We've lost it now. So that's kind of the more beach wave.
Yeah.
And if you really wanted to, you've just seen what Victoria's Secret shows, the big hair, the big volume. You could also,
Could you use
once
the
you've
round brush for that?
got your technique down. No, you could use a round brush, but you can also do a real tight set. I'll show you. This is what's the beauty for
I'll just turn around so we can see. Sorry, Mary.
This is going to give you maximum amount of movement and loads of volume at the end. So you've got basically,
Wow.
so if you've done that all over the hair, you could pin it, you get loads of grip there. So it
Wow.
really is a multifunctional tool that you can adapt and get the best out of. There you go.